I love creating the podcast. If you have enjoyed the episodes in any way, the best way to support me is my subscription link. For as little as $3 a month, you can help support the time and production cost included in producing the podcast. Welcome to the Essence of Life podcast. The Essence of Life podcast will explore the timeless questions about life, such as, what is the purpose of life? How can I find my inner calling and live it? How can I find true happiness and lasting fulfillment? We will explore the essence of life from many different angles. My name is Barbara Ann Briggs, and I am a certified teacher of Transcendental Meditation and also the author of 2 books, Pilgrimage on the Path of Love, a novel of visionary fiction which has been hailed as the perfect amalgamation of spiritual awakening and self-discovery. I'm also the author of The Contribution of Maharishi's Vedic Science to Complete Fulfillment in Life. I'm a poet and a freelance journalist with numerous articles published in many different parts of the world. In this podcast, The Essence of Life, we will begin to understand the meaning of what is actually the essence of life and where can we find it. The essence of life is hidden in the silent source of life itself. But where is the silent source of life? The silent source exists deep within our own heart, within the deepest layer of our being. We have only to turn within to find it. The message we are seeking from life exists within ourselves. In stillness it can be heard. In silence it can be found. Know thyself. Know thyself was the message uttered by the Delphic oracle. It is the quintessence of the quest every human being is destined to embark upon. In this podcast, we will embark on a quest of self-knowledge together. It will be my great joy to share with you the contents of some of my published articles on topics such as saying yes to life, citizen of the universe, the sacred purpose of human life, how we shape our destiny, the Vedic ideals of womanhood. What is enlightenment? The subject of today's podcast is saying yes to life. Years ago, while on a walk in New York City with an actor friend of mine, he turned to me and asked, "What do you think is the most important word in the English language?" I stopped and pondered. I didn't know how to reply. The first word that came to mind was the word love. Love is the most important word. But he shook his head from side to side. He didn't agree. The most important word in the English language is yes. 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 Yes is certainly a beautiful word. I questioned him about this. He said saying yes to life means accepting life as it is, taking every situation as it comes. Saying yes to life is flowing with the river of our lives, flowing with the current, not against the current. I can't say I understood everything he was speaking about. And it was only really recently that I felt that I had grasped the inner significance of what it means to say yes to life. I was listening to a lecture by a Swami in which he was emphasizing the importance of always saying yes to life. He said that when we say yes to life, we simultaneously acknowledge the fullness of the present moment. When we accept life as it is with an open heart, we celebrate life. We pave the way for a brighter future. Whereas, if we grumble and try to push away what is, if we are unhappy and we say no to situations and unpleasant circumstances, the very attitude of saying no creates obstacles and obstructions in the flow of our life. These obstacles or stumbling blocks consist of our fears, doubts, and unresolved inner conflicts. These stumbling blocks manifest as more problems, more suffering, and even diseases. Diseases are caused by discontent, lack of ease inside. We cannot change unpleasant situations that we may face in life, but we can change our attitude towards them. Saying yes is a state of openness where we invite the universe into our heart, just as the open petals of a flower invite the rays of sunlight. Saying yes is a state of acceptance based on an inner knowledge that everything that is happening is right and perfect and for the best. Furthermore, this very moment has been designed by the same supreme intelligence which has designed every star, every blade of grass, every leaf, every cell in our body, and every grain of creation. And that intelligence is the same intelligence that exists at the very core of our being. That supreme intelligence has bestowed on us at this very moment the situation that is going to take us forward toward the ultimate goal of our life. Sometimes, as a boat is moving forward towards its destination, it has to turn around and go in the opposite direction. From the outside, it may seem to be diverging from its course, but the captain of the ship has turned the boat around to avoid hitting an iceberg in its path. So even the apparent backward movement is a progression toward the same destination. Saying yes to life is about celebrating the present, knowing we are living the life we chose for ourselves, whether we remember that choice or not. The ability to say yes to life is the way to gain more happiness, strength, positivity, patience, and faith, and to accelerate a smoother and more rapid transition into the next, more evolved pattern of our life. This attitude of acceptance, gratitude, and openness frees us from doubts, worries, and inner conflicts. It helps the mind to rise above the disappointments, denials, rejections, and losses that one inevitably faces in the course of one's life. I would like to share with you a quotation by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi on this subject of saying yes to life. And I quote, "Enjoy your life and be happy. Being happy is of the utmost importance. Success in anything is through happiness. More supportive nature comes from being happy. Under all circumstances, be happy, even if you have to force it a bit to change some long-standing habits. Just think of any negativity that comes at you as a raindrop falling into the ocean of your bliss. You may not always have an ocean of bliss, but think that way anyway, and it will help it come. Doubting is not blissful and does not create happiness. Be happy, healthy, and let all that love flow through your heart." End quote. Another quotation, which I'm very fond of, is a quotation by a clairvoyant who was actually able to hear the voices of the nature spirits in a garden in Scotland. And the message from the nature spirit which she recorded is the following, and I quote, "Always look for and find the unique flavor of a place and a moment, not wishing for anything different. For instance, on a rainy day, appreciate the good and go with it. Do something appropriate with the weather. Each moment has its own beauty, but this can be nullified by humans who resist the flow and so put themselves out of harmony. To go with the natural rhythms is far more important than you realize. Inspiration comes on all levels when you are relaxed in the flow of life." End quote. Saying yes to life is relaxing in the flow of life. Saying yes to life means that we never ever entertain, even in the slightest degree, the idea of putting an end to one's life. Such ideas negate the very purpose of our existence and are totally detrimental to our health and well-being. The purpose of human life is to enjoy unbounded bliss consciousness and to radiate that bliss into the whole universe. Saying yes to life is taking the first step toward reaching that goal. It means allowing the influx of God's grace to permeate our entire being and to wash away any impurities so that our life can flow in perfect harmony with the eternal symphony of creation. There is a beautiful quotation by the Dalai Lama which encapsulates the message of saying yes to life. And I quote, "Every day, think as you wake up, today I am fortunate to be alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. I'm going to use all my energies to develop myself, to expand my heart out to others, to achieve enlightenment for the benefit of all beings." End quote. Saying yes to life opens the window to eternity. When we open our hearts to the fullness of life by saying yes, we surrender our small, individual, ego-driven will to the mighty power of the force of evolution, which is responsible for the sequential unfoldment of the cosmic design of every pattern in the universe. Then we flow towards the very heart of the divine, the source of all that exists. It has been my great joy to share this first episode in the Essence of Life podcast. I invite you to subscribe to this podcast so that we can share many more episodes related to unfolding the very essence of life. And I look forward to many more episodes in which we embark upon the quest of self-knowledge together. A new episode will be uploaded every 2 weeks. You are also invited to go to www.barbaraannbriggs.com to learn more about my work. Until next time, very best wishes.